Now we are go.
We are go.
I see the green light.
Yep.
All right. Today we are having the Boston Stoker Natural.
Yeah, natural.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
It's good.
Medium roast, roughly.
In the Chemex.
Yep. Oh yeah. Chemex pour over.
A nice pour over with your new your electric bottom thing.
Yeah.
It makes the perfect temperature of water.
Yeah, I used to have just a shitty kettle, for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
Then for our anniversary, Brooke got us the Chemex, the Bodum electric kettle, the whole thing. So it's tremendous. It makes everything way better. It's nice to have at home.
Yeah.
But today we do have Brooke joining us on the show.
Brooke's here. She lives here.
Yeah, she lives here. She's
We're
off
back
work
at
today.
Cheney's house.
Yeah, I was just here, so they were stuck with me.
I said, get on the show.
It's okay. It's okay.
If you're just around, you get the opportunity.
Exactly. Yeah, show up. Everyone have a good week?
Yeah, man.
Good week? Good week?
Good week.
What a crazy,
Yeah.
for the most part.
Been sleeping well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was up at 2 last night. The second night in a row. 2 o'clock is my time for some reason right now.
Do you push-ups, Batman?
I know. Oh yeah, I go out and stretch and do stuff. I didn't last night, but the night before.
The night before that, he was awake, and then I woke up at 5 or so. And then we just came out here in the dark, lit the candle, and just sat on the patio and just
Heck yeah.
listened to the woods.
Yeah.
And then it made both of us tired enough to go back inside and go to sleep.
It's very serene.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Worked out.
It worked out well, actually. That was great. We snuggled. It was cold that morning. It was 55 or something.
Yeah, it's
So we
tremendous.
Yeah, it's
snuggled
been
up.
nice and cool this
Oh,
week.
yeah.
Yeah, I go outside in the morning to drink my tea and eat my breakfast, and it's nice and cool.
Yep. I've been doing windows open. That's my allergies kicked up a little bit because I have a fan blowing on me all night. But worth it.
I know. I keep waking up with a puffy face, and I'm just all right.
Yeah, I'm
ice roll. You're good.
Put you know what Arnica is?
Yeah.
Arnica Gel.
Yeah.
I have.
Put it under your eyes before you go to sleep.
Really?
Nice.
Okay.
Don't get it in your eyes; it burns a little.
Yeah.
But I put it under my eyes and kind of on my nose sometimes.
Interesting.
So I go to sleep, and it helps
Keeps it
reduce the poofiness.
Nice.
So I can breathe.
Interesting.
I fucking love tips.
Pretty much how I'm able to breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Pro beauty tips for Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm writing it down right now as we speak.
Arnica on face.
Arnica on
Under
face.
the eyeballs, on the nose.
But Blake Loring is the guy who got us this coffee. His son works at Boston Stoker, I think in Columbus, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But funny story there, he came to the gym and he just became a jiu-jitsu student, but then my sister was like, oh, did Blake Loring start at your gym? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, he's friends with her husband's mother, so they're friends. There's a good connection there.
Okay.
So just we had that weird connection through my sister, and
Yeah.
your family member, and the connection. There's always people that kind of link back.
Everyone's
and
all
have a
linked up
connection.
somehow, yeah.
Right.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Linked up to your sister somehow. Her sister.
My sister knows.
everyone.
We're cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
She knows so many people.
Yeah, your sister seems to know everyone.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know
Cool.
if she's at least just a connecting point. Not necessarily even knowing people, but just
She knows a person who knows
She's
that
the
person.
conduit to relationships.
She's the 1 degree of separation from everyone. that
Yeah,
you gotta go
exactly.
through.
Which is really cool, actually.
Yeah.
That's something I always my grandmother was like that. So that's something. It's almost like a weird, not skill, or maybe it is a skill,
It's
or
kind of a skill,
or
That's how my godmother
talent.
freaking knows everybody.
And it just connects people.
Yeah, just everyone's connected. But she knows details about everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes she just doesn't just connect you. She's like, oh, you're friends with, you're related to, they like this, they eat that.
Yeah.
How you know all this?
My best friend's dad is like that. He, first of all, looks like Santa Claus, so it's hilarious that he knows everyone in the world. And he's Italian, so, he makes a connection with every person he meets.
Yeah.
The first time I met him, he asked where I was from, and I said I was from Mount Victory, which most people have never heard of in their life. And he's like, oh, I've been there. I go fishing all the time over there with so-and-so's family. Do you know so-and-so? And I was like, what? Nobody knows where this is.
That's funny.
People can do that. I feel like people reach to do that. They're like, or if there is no connection there, they try to make one. They're like, oh yeah, I'm from Boston. They're like, oh, my dad's from Kentucky. Like, just nothing, just to be, like, weird and feel odd. Like, just to make a shitty connection, just to be small talking or whatever.
Yeah, so people who can do it, like, legitimately.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
well,
like,
someone who
easy
actually
to-
has a real connection
has
to
a
it,
real
and-
connection, it's easy, like, they have it there, like, yeah.
Well, then that instantly sparks more questions of, like, why the fuck do you know that? Like, where did you go? What are you doing there?
Yeah, you can feel when it's somebody's trying too hard to force that connection.
It's just very...
Like,
that's-
this story, this one time my second cousin did a thing that is not related to what you just said, but...
That's customer service, I feel like. Just, like, training.
Yeah. But, I don't know, good customer service, you get the big tips, so... Same thing.
Well, good customer service, you don't have to do that. You just, like, do the thing and sling and do the thing.
Good.
Like, and, like, if it's reading a script or something, it's not nearly as authentic.
I feel like I'm good at reading the person that I'm, like, doing their hair.
Well, see, I feel like you get a lot of practice.
Yeah. I just read the room. Like, we were actually just talking about this. I just feel people's energies all the time anyways, but... especially in a hair salon, like, I know exactly, like, even some people, like, I know they don't want to talk to me, so then I just don't talk to them. I'm like, cool.
Well,
This is my time to shut up. Or, like,
you're really in their space and you touch their head. I mean, there's no way there isn't, like, an exchange of energies, you know? They're like, I feel like they don't want to be here right now. On top of their social
I know.
cues.
I know if they don't like their hair before they even tell me.
Yeah.
And if they do like their hair before they tell me.
You can tell when someone's being, like, telling you and being not, they'll go home and cry about it. Like,
It is funny, like, why ever bother to lie to people?
especially people that are like, do you like this? I
People
can
that-
fix this. If you don't,
They
just
can
tell
fix
me.
it, but also they know. It's
Yeah.
like
Right.
It's like lying to your mom or something. Like,
Yeah.
Mom already knew you were going to do this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Now you're just disappointing me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, she saw it coming.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
I knew who you were a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, honesty, you know, embrace it, you know.
This is very sweet. It has a great
It's nice.
sweetness
It has a
to
nice
it.
sweetness to it, but, like, it's not real acidic.
Very
I
well
got a
balanced.
different blend over here than you two do.
So,
She has
Brooke,
a special blend.
Brooke got the Jaguar, which is the first one. I got 2 bags. The Jaguar,
She's got the Jaguar.
which I believe is Ethiopian, and then the other one is Colombian, maybe.
I don't know.
Um,
Look.
But she got a good mix. What's that taste like?
It's really good. Do you
The
want to try?
Jaguar is kind of just like more traditional, like coffee
Just
taste.
coffee,
you know, just coffee.
Okay.
And this is a little more sweetness, a little more fruity. That's good.
It's not
That's
bad.
interesting.
I like this blend.
The sun is moving ever so slowly.
Oh yeah.
I
Getting a
know.
little more shade here and there.
Yep. But your lower body will be fried.
I'm good.
You get that vitamin D.
See, this is why I need more plants. If we just, like, hang some plants here, or get, like, a big tree, it'll, like, block a little bit of it.
I don't think you want a tree this close to your house. But I guess in a pot.
Yeah, well, yeah, a potted tree of sorts
But then
that I could bring
hanging
inside in the
hanging
winter.
plants would be easy.
Yeah.
Hang that up. Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, you should do hanging plants. You like some vine action. You need a plant. You need a raised bed. In fact,
A what?
a raised bed on wheels.
That'd be cool.
Well, be patient. Now I know how big this space is. I happen to have, my mom can build one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Listen.
I may roll up with one day.
I'm all about
I'm all
a
about
planter,
it,
a
too.
planter.
Yeah.
Start
I got a
going
lot of, like, well, I have one now. I want to get more. I have, like, those, have you seen those, like, hand-woven, like, macrame, like, hanging
Oh, yeah,
planters?
those are cool, yeah.
I have one of those, and I want to get, like, a bunch, because I think those would look sweet, like, hanging here.
That would be neat because you get the good sun here. It's nice. It's like, but it's a protected spot, so it doesn't get hit hard by the weather too much. So you get enough sun and enough. Yeah, this is sweet.
Yeah, we love the spot.
I love the trees, man.
We went and explored the woods a couple of times.
That's cool. Don't get shot. It's like people live
Yeah.
there. Oh.
You poke through there, it's the soybean field, and like
Yeah, it's just a
we hear
field.
gunshots and stuff, so you gotta pay attention. But it's a different kind of gunshots than what we're used to. So
Yeah, in the hood, it was a scary kind of gunshot.
Different kind of guns.
right,
Yeah.
not always followed by sirens and like crazy shit. So
It's pretty sweet though. We went on the other side, like over to the clearing, and there was like we saw like 3 deer.
there's one just
settling in.
bedding down for the night, and just its head was popped up in the field, just kind of scanning, and there's a big buck walking across. Majestic,
That's cool.
Yes.
with the sunshine on its nice
Majestic. That's
nice
cool. man.
coat.
Yeah, sweet.
So you just had like a thingy. You want to talk about the thingy at all?
I had like a, I don't even know what to call her. It was like a therapy, Reiki, energy session this morning with this lady named Rachel, who was amazing. It was awesome. I was honestly, I mean, I was just like being introduced to a lot of the things, so a lot of it was just me like learning what she was going to be doing in the future and stuff like that. But
I gotcha.
It was sweet. I've been on this like, I don't know, I told Mike I'm having a spiritual awakening. I've like been on this kick lately where I just like, I'm starting to notice more energies and things like that. Like I've always known that I'm really sensitive to stuff like that, but I'm just like now figuring out how to like
dive in,
acknowledge if it's not mine and it's another person's thing, and I'm like, that's your shit, not mine.
Step out of that. Yeah, no, I do that all the time. Like, why do I feel like this?
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's the room.
Yeah, you're like, that's not even me.
That's not me.
That's not.
Back away.
I want that. And then like I hold it physically, and that's where like a lot of my like tightness. Like she even like. She got, like, hands on and was, like, messing with, like, my feet and my hands a lot and stuff. And she was like, you are a tight little ball of other people's shit going on.
Stuck in your toe. Get it out of your toe.
I know. I was like, yeah, I'm aware. Help me. She's like, we're going to work on this. So it was dope. It was,
cool,
sweet.
Man.
I'm excited to dive deeper.
Yeah, have fun with it. I hope it works for you.
Yeah.
You have some exposure to like Eastern stuff, and like, what do you think of things? I don't know. I mean,
well, okay, so like what we were talking about before when I was telling you about the correlation between like chakras and diaphragms. They're in the same spot. Okay, so everyone just knows about your diaphragm, but you've got 5 of those. A muscle like that in your body. Yeah,
that's what she works a lot with chakras. And
okay, so if you notice the location of like your primary chakras, they're going to be here, 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 and here. Those are all diaphragms.
Yeah.
They're diaphragmatic muscles inside your body that all move down at the same time if you're lined up.
Yeah.
Like, so when you breathe in, all of them drop. And then you breathe out, they all come up. Well, okay, so that's what a chakra is. Yeah. Because, like, people didn't dissect people when that stuff was invented. That was uncool. So how do you explain it? Well, there's a thing, and it does a thing, and we're going to call it this cool thing. Yep. And so you just keep the old nomenclature. Yeah. But then, dissection becomes a thing, and they're like, what's this fucking muscle?
What does that do?
That's some cool shit, and you learn how it works. So, like, I like that. I like that connection. If you go, like, I try to explain to people that acupuncture is, in fact, real and really fucking useful. They're like, but all this chi energy shit. I'm like, it's just nerves, man.
That and it's just different, like you said, nomenclature.
It's
and, like,
nomenclature from 5,000 years ago before they dissected people. Like, get over it. It's just nerves. They just stick a needle where the nerve runs, and it clears up the freaking space. Nerves run through a space, and it's clogged. And then if you unclog it, oh no, electricity moves better. Me putting my hand in my mouth. Oh, right. But so yeah, it's like the science is the same. Yeah. It's just like how you choose to explain it. So I kind of like to make both ends. Yeah. Because I can explain it both ways. So like you can either think I'm dumb in whatever way you want, or you can think I'm smart whatever way you want. Right. This is pretty much how I go.
Give people choices.
Give people choice, but I just like to see the connections.
I do too. I think that's why I like it. Is like. Just seeing the different ways it gets brought up. Like,
yeah, it's a different way to come at the same thing.
Yeah.
And if you see a new way, it like opens up new ideas.
And we did like a lot of like breath work and stuff like that. And you can like feel when like it's like being blocked and you're like not breathing past a certain point.
Yeah. And you're like, how do I open that up? Push on your rib. Okay, go.
Well, that's what she did. A lot of things with my feet, and it was like my hips were popping, my like abs were doing weird like gurgly things, and it was really interesting.
Short, sensible.
Yeah.
But it's weird like how you stand, and then how that just works its way up. Yeah. And then if you like just kick your toe over a little bit, and like, oh, what the fuck?
The power of posture.
Posture is amazing, once you start digging into it. But it's cool to find like a different way in, because maybe you're more receptive to this way. Yeah. And so then you could make the connections to the same space. You're getting to the same destination, but like you found a way in that works better for you.
Yeah. It's like, do you. Just do you. Find your truth, whatever that is.
All roads lead to Amber, man. You just gotta get there. All roads lead to Amber. You just gotta get there. Have you ever read Chronicles of Amber by Roger Slansky? Alright, this is 12 books. You just gotta read them. I have them. Like, that's why I say that all the time, and no one knows what the hell I mean. I'm like, these have been out since like the 70s or something. Why hasn't everyone read these books? I read them when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
But no, like, it's impossible to explain. But yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm down. Love that.
But yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot of breath work from you, so like,
I've been digging in hard, man. I've been learning all kinds of. I took everything I already knew, and then I started learning new shit, and then just like mixing it all together. Because I can't breathe, so I'm very aware of breath.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Like breathe, like I don't breathe well, yet I breathe amazingly well.
It's pretty breathe well for someone who can't breathe well. So.
Yeah, because I have to. It's kind of like how I swim really well, but I can't float.
Interesting.
I don't float for shit.
What?
Sinker.
I just sink. I'm not even body fat.
I'm the opposite of you. I can't swim, but I can float.
Yeah, I'm a spectacular swimmer, and I fucking hate it. They wanted me to be like an open water lifeguard and shit at one point. I'm like, I hate water. Like, I'll get in the ocean, but I want to surf. I don't want to swim. It's like, you're so good.
Swim.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Neat things, yeah. Connections.
Yeah, right.
But yeah.
Like we were talking briefly, like David Blaine was on a podcast talking about like how he got into just like pushing himself to do weird shit or like get frozen or like, you know, get.
You did talk about how he learned to hold his breath for an hour?
Yeah.
Like move through that?
Well, he was on like I think the swim team or dive team, and like he figured, I guess he had like inverted feet or something, so he like couldn't kick very well, so he was slower than a lot of people. But then he figured out if he could hold his breath longer, and he could like start to gain time and like kind of keep up with people if he just held his breath instead of like turning and like coming up and blah blah blah. So he just
cool.
like, and his coach would yell at him and shit, but he's like whatever, you know. At a certain point, but then he would start like betting. He would like have people come to the pool and be like, I bet I could do this or brace you this way or not have to breathe, whatever. Start like hustling people that way. So like basically started training to do it that way.
That's funny. Create the incentive.
Yeah, but then he starts talking about like in his, you know, his crazier stunts that were like very televised and stuff that like he just went into insane mental spaces. Like,
for life.
Yeah. He seems off a little bit, honestly.
He's
like,
a little off.
But then like just some of the like the scenes he talked about, like when he started hallucinating during certain stunts, like because he's doing certain things and like food deprivation, sleep deprivation, blah blah blah.
I'd love the hallucinations from that kind of stuff, actually.
Yeah, so like he's saying,
where you go is nuts.
Yeah, he's saying like I get to this point and it's like it's beyond any type of psychedelic drug or anything. He's like, he's talking about he almost likes, well, to the point of like breathing to make himself go semi-unconscious and slip into that state.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, I love that. I haven't done that in a while, actually.
I did it some yesterday and I was like, holy fuck! Like I was like, woo! But no, it's an insane rush. It really is. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I've only been doing it for a couple of years. Like, he's been doing it for like 30 fucking years, and like, but just like jiu-jitsu, you keep doing it, practicing, playing, like, you figure shit out. But I make some mistakes. Like, you don't make any detrimental mistakes.
And just dig in and figure it out.
Yeah.
Breathing's insane.
Huh?
Breathing's
insane.
Nuts.
Like, you just kind of went through some like hardcore class of it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about breathing right now? You're like
pretty good about it.
You're like feeling it. Like,
yeah.
There's my lobe of my left.
Yeah, I feel like I'm breathing into different areas of my body that I didn't feel before.
Oh, nice.
Or at least I didn't notice that I felt before. Maybe I was doing it, but yeah, it just feels more open.
That thing was tight and wasn't expanding.
Yeah.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Where you carry your stress, or where you carry
yeah.
And like, oh, that part of my body. Like, if that chills out,
it's just
nuts. Melt.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird that, like, I mean, not only, like, physical stress of, like, doing things, but, like, emotional stress gets, like, logged in places in your body.
It gets logged. Yeah, it's funny how there's a map of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, because, we think about the physical, but the emotional part of it's really weird. Because, like, once you start digging through that, sometimes you'll unlock a body part and have, like, a fucked up memory.
Yeah.
Like, why am I thinking of that? Oh, because that's where it was stored. Jesus.
Yeah. So I did, like, this yoga program that kind of works through the different, like, chakras and things like that. The last, like, 7 weeks, I just finished it, actually, and she was the one who recommended me meet this girl. She was like, do you like her? Like, here. This is your kind of stuff. You should do that. But there was one point during it that I was doing a yoga pose and my hip just like popped, like it like unlocked, and I like just started crying like immediately, and I was like, what the hell happened to me? What was that?
It felt so good.
I know. And then I was just like, is this normal? And she's like, yeah, that's what we're doing.
You're cool.
Yeah.
I was like,
let it go.
Or like, whatever that was.
Yeah.
I feel better about it now.
Yeah. I've never noticed that before.
I've done that. Yes, I've been doing that a bit more lately since the foot's been working better and my toe moves and functions better.
Yeah.
And my hip actually supports itself again. And then I have like a weird ass memory. And I'm like, the fuck am I thinking about that? I haven't thought about that in 20 some years. Why am I pissed off at that dude?
Yeah.
Like,
Why am I pissed?
probably because that's when the hip does it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So you think there's, physical, do you think the pain relates you back to that? Or like just the feeling of it? Or like the stimulation of the nerve? Like what do you think is holding it?
All of the above.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you figure, like, you remember everything.
Yeah.
Even if you can't recall everything, in some way it's all along.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just have to be put in the right context. Like, have you ever been like sitting on the floor or something and looked up at some shit, and like you have a memory of of when you were a little kid, It's because you had the right perspective
on
for
that
it.
Space,
You weren't tall anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just you have to be in the right context. And so, like, in the right context, like, say I've been doing a lot more Taekwondo lately. I've been hanging out with people, like, I'm not hanging out, like, on the internet, with people from,
That counts.
from the past life.
These days.
Well, and so I've been thinking, like, I've been remembering a lot more of that. And I've also been moving that way. Like, I'm like, back to, like, late 90s Adidas soccer mic. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little bouncy.
There's a little bounce to it, yeah. But I keep thinking of like remembering that stuff, and then like I can throw some kicks again, and so I've taken the opportunity to reframe it and say, okay, if I remember something bad, I'm going to reframe it and like build it to now. And if I remember something good, I'm going to be like, that's really cool. I'm still going to reframe it,
reinforce it.
Yeah, reinforce it, and then like,
That's an awesome way to do that.
Yeah, it's nice to be emotionally mature enough to do that.
Yeah.
Because there was a time when I wasn't, when I was just like pretty much going to kick everyone's ass and be pissed off about it and have big hair. Yeah.
And have big hair.
I used to have giant fro. Just naturally, no stickum or anything. My hair just sticks straight up.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was weird.
Now it's giant the other direction.
Now it just goes. It's the longest
cascading now.
It's like waterfall.
Yeah.
It released all that energy and it fell down.
My daughter calls it my mane.
Yeah.
My mane.
Keep your mane.
It's flowing.
Keep your mane.
So
Oh my god.
I haven't cut the hair.
I can't picture you without long hair.
See, most people can't.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures though.
It's
Short hair.
weird.
It's funny.
Especially like I'm really skinny too, so.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. I look a little nuts, probably because I was just hungry.
Yeah. Super dehydrated.
Yeah.
Right. Right. As if you're not skinny enough now. It's worse
So
back in the day.
Oh my god. It's okay. So this is the other thing.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing massively awesome physical therapy with Dr. Hahn since like March. So like I'm baller. I put on 6 pounds.
Did you?
Muscle.
That's awesome.
I'm 160 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Is that the heaviest you've ever been?
Like by a lot.
Yeah.
Like I barely held 154 forever. Like,
Healthy 160.
And now I'm 160. Like I was 164 at one point.
Yeah.
On a weekend after I ate a lot of food.
On a weekend.
Scared the shit out of me. But like, and so I'm having all these memories of the old days when I was a 35er. And it's this weird like paranoia butting up against it. Like,
dude.
Oh my god! I can't wait.
Any weight class sport should have a psychologist on the team for that shit. Like,
yeah, psychology is done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was having a fun conversation with Stephen Landon yesterday about he was in the 2016 Olympics for Taekwondo and it's in 2020, but postponed.
Right.
That dude lives in the moment though. He don't give a fuck.
That's cool.
Like he is.
I feel like a lot of athletes are probably like pissed.
He's
sad.
all in and all out all at the same time.
That's great.
It's kind of amazing. But he was joking about some unnamed, say, national team coaches that I don't know, but I know of, and how they thought they knew anything about conditioning and strength conditioning, and how he would like question them like, that's not anaerobic, guys. What do you mean by that? Just do it. I don't want to.
I know better.
That's why we get along, because I did the same thing. But it was funny because he was just kind of talking about like learning shit, right? And how that moved along. And see, I've been sleeping so well, and then I forget what I'm saying.
You're settled.
I am. I'm settled in. I'm also getting ready for big change too.
Yeah.
The school starts on Monday.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
So my mind is there a little bit right now too. I'm trying to be here, but like I got things I got to finish and do.
It's life.
It's dad life.
It's dad life.
Yeah. What someone asked me the other day. She was like, "Do you ever get a chance to not be dad?" And I'm like, No. I never get a break. Actually, that's weird. Okay.
I think that's like the stay-at-home thing, right?
It's the life.
Yeah, you get stuck in it. You have to like actively make time to like go be Mike somewhere, and not dad all the time.
Which is very difficult.
Which is hard. Well, especially right now.
I'm like, I don't mind, but like, I thought about it. I'm like,
it just is. That is the thing.
I do need a break. I don't know. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But
you're here.
Yeah, deserve it. Well,
I mean, that's what I mean. There's just so much engagement, you know.
A certain amount of engagement and swearing, and, like, you know, Austin Powers' sense of humor that you need to get out of your life.
Yeah.
That you can't do around your
And
children.
swearing. I love that.
There's therapy there. It's therapeutic, especially if you don't get to.
Well, you know, it's like, what's your sense of humor around a child versus your sense of humor around us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like silly goose time, different kind of silly goose time.
There's a big shift of what you laugh at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like dark
Sometimes.
humor, super silly.
Yeah, some of my humor is stupid dark.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I love dark humor, but now I'm like, since my niece and nephew have been around, like I've really learned to like really appreciate goofy bullshit.
Yeah,
like
you got to go back to the goofy kids.
Face value, goofy shit. Let it be goofy. Have fun with it. Then I also like really in-depth dark shit, like, you know, crazy introspective shit. Like, it's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's our time. The dark shit.
The dark shit. No, I find a lot of things funny. Or like if someone presents information in a way that's funny, it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, some stuff's funny, man.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Kids are great for that, though. They like force you to like at least be present, if nothing else.
Oh yeah.
It's like no matter what your agenda is, they're like, "Oh, look at this cool thing. Come here. Like, come do this with
Be
me."
on their agenda. Yeah,
And
don't
you're
resist
like,
it. Yeah.
"Okay, we guess we're doing this now."
That's what we're
Well,
doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it switches from finding rocks to finding toads to let's
literally
do
was
Play-Doh.
just thinking
Like,
that's right. And, like we went over to his parents' house just to like see his niece and nephew recently, and we were like, all right, we gotta leave by like this time, and then we ended up leaving like 40 minutes later because his niece just was like, "Do you guys want to go outside with me? Do you want to adventure with me?" And we were like,
How do you
obviously,
say no?
like,
Yeah,
how do you say no?
say no to that? Yeah.
Yes.
And we
of
ended up
course I do.
feeding the birds. We looked for rocks.
Oh yeah, man, that's
Looked
the
at
fun.
stuff in a
that's
magnifying
the funnest
glass.
time, dude. Yeah.
It was great.
I mean, how many times I went to Target in full superhero costume with my kid? Just, you know, she's like, "Let's dress up."
like,
Let's dress up.
Okay.
Yes, let's.
Okay, we're going. I'm wearing a mask. It's
That's
fine.
awesome.
yeah.
Dicks. I'm doing it. Own it.
Right.
Yeah.
Mask, cape, just add a cape. It's fine.
Anymore though,
Yeah.
I would be hyped to see someone in like a superhero outfit. That'd just be funny.
It's become much more normal in the
It
past
would be
10
like
years. Yeah.
way more acceptable now.
Well, I was talking to a buddy of mine last night while I was painting. I was painting the place. That was very funny. He's like, "I'm really getting into this mask culture, man. I got these new cool masks," and we're talking about like people that have sweet masks.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Yeah, have fun with it. Like, if you got to wear one, then get a cool one."
Get a Power Ranger mask.
Yeah, I have another friend who just got a scorpion one.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah,
See,
like-
get a Bane mask.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what I'm saying. Do
Do
it.
the thing.
Speaking of, you have sweet masks. I saw your half sumo one.
Those
Oh,
are
I got the
sweet.
collection. Yeah,
So good.
they're dope, dude.
They're awesome.
I believe we could do those on the store too, like masks. I mean, I think
Neat. Okay.
if
Yeah,
like,
nowadays
if I looked,
I would
the
wear
last time I
copy
looked, there were
regular
masks that you
it
could
is
print and do
2020.
stuff with.
That's cool.
So we can make masks if we want.
That'd be fun.
I would definitely wear a copy regular mask.
Oh, I would totally want one of those.
Or just
yeah.
one that says "fuck off" or something like. Leave
Yeah.
me alone. Back away. Stay back 6 to 12 feet.
Oh, my buddy has one that's like these big scary ass teeth.
Yeah.
And shit. He's like, yeah, people don't mess with me when I wear that. Like, I like to wear it at work.
Perfect.
People stay away.
Perfect.
I'd probably get in trouble somehow.
Oh, you would, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been tremendous week weather-wise.
The weather's been awesome this week.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to clean the place set up. I was like, it's so nice. I just want to be outside.
Do it. Yeah, exactly.
So, busted out the old power washer.
Dude, power washing's fun.
Power washing's cool, man. My power washer's a little hard. Like, I needed to step back a nozzle. So I had to also sand it all, which is fine. I needed to do it anyway, but I got like a hand sander and like karate kidded the whole thing.
Nice.
Karate.
Yeah, but I left a chunk of it for my kid. There's like the play area up top that I haven't power washed yet. Oh, you got the eyeballs, man.
Flopping through the meadow.
Dang, just chilling.
Little cutie.
I always look over there for aminals.
That's what it is. Hopefully they leave that space.
I think they will, dude. I don't think they can touch it.
Spot.
I think they're only gonna build like this way. Like,
They're
parallel
They're
to us.
expanding the house neighborhood. I know that.
Are they? Yeah.
At least that's the plan.
I finally have to like look back and like go down that street and like look at stuff. Like,
Yeah, I want to go down. I want to go check out that neighborhood.
it's sweet.
See what it's like.
There's a few that I was like, damn.
There's a $1 million home section in there. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole section. It's blue. It's like I
Dude,
looked at the
yeah.
map. And then
There's just
Those houses are insane.
some of the houses in, I think Columbus has some beautiful housing, like lumped in certain places. Like, I like architecture and stuff, and I like cool stuff like that. But
the general aesthetic of the company that builds these houses is really cool. The open floor plan action, but the way they do it, they have like the variant stair locations. They have like kind of the middle or the back of the house, and at the open first floor, the way it works is actually the flow's good. It's a very cool flow to it. It's got nice pantry action.
Oh God, I love a pantry.
Big ass pantry, like that's my stuff. Yeah.
So like, it's like you pick floor plans, or can you customize it? Like,
no, it's like you pick how they had like 3 house models that you could pick. They probably more, but that's what I looked at. And you just like kind of look at the floor plan of the house, and then you can kind of customize to a certain degree from there.
cool.
So like say like I wanted 9-foot ceilings in the basement, I can get that.
Yeah.
Now if I did it, I'd be like, can you give me a basement with walls, but nothing else?
But nothing
9-foot
else.
ceilings, walls. I don't need a floor or ceiling. And then I'd rough in for the bathroom and the wet bar, but don't put them in there.
Yeah.
Make it
I'll
flush
do
with
it.
the floor.
Just give me the layout.
I just want the option. Yeah. So I just want a big open space that I want to sit and do that. That'd be funny.
That'd be sweet.
Because it's easier to hang stuff on a wall
Yeah.
than it is on the brick. Plus, they're poured concrete, so they have the insulation tacked on halfway down,
Yeah.
and so that's a pain in the ass. So yeah, I've thought about that.
Yeah.
I definitely
I've
look.
spent a lot of time planning my future basement.
Well, I mean, I spent a lot of time planning my current basement, so I know these things now.
Yeah. He has 3 or 4 phases ahead anyway, so like.
Yeah, you always got to stay ahead. You should see, like, Brooke, you've been over a long time.
I haven't.
Oh, I redid the comfortable living room. It's so perfect now.
This is exciting.
It's like smaller but better.
Okay.
Yeah, I took one of the chairs out and rearranged some things. So it's like slightly
that.
less space, but it works better.
That's awesome.
It's very nice.
Well, I'll have to come check it out then.
And you haven't seen the whole
Cardio,
all the mat, the cardio corner and the weight.
Yeah,
the
you
weight
still had
section's
the
all-
little coffee regular corner in the basement.
Okay,
when
so
I was there last time.
it's all changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all changed up. It's much more. It's like a lot more training space now.
Awesome. You already had a dope basement?
Yeah, I know. So much doper.
It's a laboratory.
Yeah,
It's a laboratory. Gosh, like, thinking about you moving and having to, like, pack up your basement gives me anxiety.
I did it once.
Oh, I know you could do it. I watched you move. You're good at shit.
It's a process.
It's an undertaking.
It
that
is.
and that fucking bed. That wooden thing. I can't
Bunk
help you
bed.
carry.
Oh
Thing
my
weighs a
God.
goddamn ton.
Yeah,
And we just like carried it down the street. Like
that was funny. Stuff down the street, half a day. No. That was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd have to hire some people if we did it again. I don't think I want to get out of my neighborhood if I move again.
Not just
Quickly.
move down the street.
Yeah, I'm not going to move down the street. I mean,
That's always a
there isn't-
hilarious thing.
There's an available house down the street. I have joked about it. I'm like, I got this house how I want it. It's time to move.
yeah.
That's what happened last time.
All right, I like this house. Let's get it.
Backyard's bumping. We got to go.
Time to leave.
Let's leave.
That's what happened last time. So I keep saying it to my wife as a joke. But last time I did that, I said it as a joke, and we fucking moved. And she's like, I don't want to move, and then we fucking moved. So, like, I keep making the joke now just so I'm prepared either way.
Yeah.
Because, like, I like where I'm at, but, like, I could upgrade. Well, it has to be an upgrade. It has to be like some sort of plausible upgrade. So
Yeah.
I was thinking about like
It's gotta be worth it.
what like minor upgrades can I get, and so it's like in my head. Mm-hmm. And so like I've just kind of been on that track, which is really cool. Like if you have that in your head and you have like a house, because then you just start improving your house.
Right.
Like little bits at a time. You're like, oh, that's so much better. Let's
I'm
do this,
learning
do that.
a ton about like home ownership from people, about like how to circulate things and like do things and fix stuff in certain ways, or like what to do first.
Yeah, what order to do it in. Yeah, it's
because like that's I guess what's like sort of daunting to me is like, well, now what?
it's I mean, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's like if you have people that have done it before, especially that have like nice homes and they've lived there for a while and they kept them nice. Like I think that's a big key.
Yeah.
That and people who can build shit.
Yep.
People who can build shit will tell you a lot of stuff too. Because they're like,
It's my dad.
don't
I was thinking your dad.
don't put a fucking ceiling there because that's annoying as hell. You know, because people
Yeah.
that build shit know.
Yeah.
They're like, you gotta take that down someday.
This doesn't work.
See, that would be me. I would just have the ideas, but like nothing to back it up. I'd be like, I just want that there, but I don't know if it's even plausible.
You can't because of this.
Hence the no ceilings in the basement thing. Like I go in my basement and you look up, what's on the fucking ceiling? There's all kinds of shit on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Right? You got like, and they came and cleaned. I got my ducts cleaned a while ago. Well, there's a bunch of ducts in my basement that they poke holes in them. What if there's a ceiling there?
Right.
Well, I ain't poking holes in the fucking ceiling.
Right.
Like, no thanks.
No,
You don't
right.
you don't need a ceiling in a basement.
No.
Just give me 9-foot ceiling. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, leave it open because
Yeah.
that's a basement.
It's a basement. Let it be a basement.
It still needs to be a basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, basement training is better because it's a basement.
You're underground.
Yeah. But I mean, the white walls have been the key.
For lighting and everything, like it looks like an academy. That's the
Yeah,
funny
that
part.
was the key. It turned it from a dungeon to like a training space.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Lighting
Got
is
the
a huge thing
the
for
good
me.
lights and the white walls. Yeah, it changed the
huge
whole
deal.
vibe.
I think that's probably why I like it here so much. We had so much light.
You have
just
good light.
through
Dude,
the-
they're facing like in
window.
such a great direction.
And like
Yeah.
the sun spans nicely throughout the day.
Yeah, like you should get little solar panels and shit. And
Dude,
just have them.
No.
Yeah.
How the so like I almost want to get like a generator or a solar generator or some shit and just like have it. Like,
Yeah.
something. Like I want something out here. I don't know, like it's like obviously we don't control the power or anything, so like
They make little plug-in ones that'll like run your lamps and shit.
yeah, okay.
I would like. I'm sure there's generators that can charge off solar
Even
power
it's just a
too. Like you
fucking
just put it right out here.
phone
Have it ready.
charger even.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah. Like it's a thing now.
Solar
man.
power
It's a lot
podcast
easier.
stuff.
Solar power podcast. Yeah, that's a thing.
That'd be funny.
There are
That'd be cool.
solar powered external batteries for your phone.
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
them.
I've seen those.
Interesting.
We do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta look into some solar shit.
Fucking powerful thing. Utilize.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I mean it's becoming way more available now. I mean
Yeah, it's not. You can't stop it now, man. Yeah.
they put those huge like solar shields out in the desert and like it's the massive like solar farm. Like,
The amount of power that it makes is ridiculous.
Have you
So-
seen what is it called on Netflix? Down to Earth
Not yet.
on Netflix with Zac Efron. It's actually
I
super
wanna look-
good.
Is it good? Okay, I wouldn't.
He just goes to different like countries and different places and looks at stuff like that, like how that country is a sustainable. Like that's the whole thing. It's
Oh,
just
neat.
like
So it's all
showing
sustainable
sustainable
energy kind of?
places. So
good.
the first episode was Iceland, so that's why I was
You're
like,
yeah!
I was like, oh, because like I mean, all of it comes from like their waterfalls and like the underground hot springs
all
and
the
like
geothermal.
yeah,
do a
like
good
they're
job without wrecking the environment and being
Yeah.
sustainable at the same time. They don't alter shit.
yeah they utilize the environment to give them what they need, but
That's-
without like completely fucking it up.
That's Mjolnir Gym in a nutshell. Is because it's built into a cave. Like
Yeah.
it's
So awesome.
up on a fucking perch built into a cave, and the open rock is in the gym. Like it's not.
That's
So it's like you
so
get
cool.
That's so back.
like the air in there is insane because
Oh, it's
it's
gotta
like
be sweet.
built into a mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
And everything there, like that's like their shtick is just like sustainable like energy and also not ruining the world,
That's badass.
which is awesome.
Well,
I haven't
it's
watched
also-
any other episodes, but
It's. I mean, it's easy
check
there
it out.
because it's just fucking cooking. Like, you
Yeah.
can just-
yeah,
the
they have
world,
definitely.
You know, they shove shit in the ground to cook it. You know, they all the water. You know, is beautifully drinkable and this is just out of the fucking waterfall. Like
That's beautiful.
Yeah, they cook like that's their thing. They have like certain breads that like they put them in a pot and they just dig a hole in the ground and it's hot enough down there. They put their bread down there. They put like a rock to like signify where it was. They cover it back up, go inside. Like 2 hours later, bread's done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like they cook a lot of things that way. Like that's their
Just
thing.
bury it for a little bit.
They're like, yeah. Because if you dig far enough, you find like boiling water at all times.
Oh,
Just
that's cool.
just hot.
That's why it's nice.
And it's
warm.
clean, so.
Yeah.
Filled with minerals.
Yep. The way it feels on your skin is incredible.
Oh, isn't that cool?
We went to the Blue Lagoon and like did like a silica face scrub and in the water. It was insane. Like what it feels like on your feet and skin and
Oh, nice.
healthy.
My skin was so
Vibrant.
good there.
Fountain of youth.
It smells like sulfur a lot, but it's good for you.
Well, you know, that's a...
You just gotta get past the smell, but...
part of nature, bro. That's nature.
Right.
It smells like nature.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wish the U.S. was a more sustainable...
We're getting
We're getting there.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to at this point. Like,
Well-
otherwise it's gonna go to shit.
People have figured out how to make money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it's gonna happen.
Yep.
Like, that's it. That's all you gotta do.
Yep.
If it makes somebody rich, then it'll happen.
They're gonna rip into it.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
This is true. That's how all things start. Money.
That's how we work around here, man.
These
That's how
days.
it goes. No, all days.
Yeah.
All days. That nothing's changed.
Right.
No, like we're in the same spot we were before World War II. Like the more I read about that shit, the more I'm like, God damn, it's the exact same stuff. Just now we have internet.
Now we have internet.
Dang.
People just talk a lot more shit.
No, they talk the same amount of shit. You just hear all of it now.
Yeah.
It's true.
Just
That's true.
posted somewhere.
Now you get to
Put it
hear
on Twitter.
It's the same dumb excuses too. It's weird. It's freaky.
Life's
Like,
weird.
Makes me want to invest in some shit because like now I can see what's coming. Yeah, look.
Yeah. You have an idea.
So peaceful.
It is peaceful out here. That's why I come out and like you can't hear the freeway, you can't hear shit. Sometimes there's like the Hilliard something or other marching band that practices in like a field over there or some
Yeah,
shit.
they're
You
fine.
can hear that and like that's kind of funny. So
Yeah, that's okay. Nah, this is my backyard's got this vibe now too. Except I don't have trees. I have neighbors that very rarely come out. When they do,
yeah.
That's what, like, this is actually, like, a weirdly busy time of the morning when everyone's, like, doing shit and going to work and stuff. But, like, normally, like, I don't know why, like, nobody utilizes their patio here. It's, like, us and,
Yeah.
like, Sally down the way. We're the only people ever sitting out here.
Yeah,
Huh.
really barely
must
ever
not be
see.
used to it.
Maybe.
Or maybe they are, and they're just, like,
It's not
take
a
it for
thing. They
granted.
don't give a
you know
shit.
what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
like,
we were, like, cooped up in our last apartment, and we're like, we have outside!
I'll sleep out in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
Camping.
Yeah, I'm camping out here, dude.
I
Yeah.
can't wait till it gets a little cooler. Ooh. I'm
Get a
out.
hammock.
Yep.
I mean, this is the whole reason I have a patio, is so I can just sit on the damn thing.
Yeah.
Polar naps.
I have an outdoor living room because I'd rather be outdoors. Yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
A lot of butterflies, dragonflies, like,
Dragonflies are good luck.
yep.
I have been having some weird occurrences with dragonflies recently.
Right.
They come at you.
They are. They're like literally. I just was like telling him about it, and then like we were sitting out here, and a dragonfly just like came and landed like right on my leg and just chilled there for
It
a
was
sec.
weird.
And then he tried to take a picture, and then it flew away. But
It's like, no photos, you remember.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, it's been weird, but there's.
Well,
And I haven't seen shit really aside from that one. So like she's seen a ton. I haven't really seen any.
I see them all the time.
I saw a motherfucking iguana run across the street the other day.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
An iguana.
An iguana.
I can only assume it was someone's pet that escaped.
Iguana living somewhere.
Well, right, because where else would an iguana have lived in Ohio?
In
It's
my
warm
banana
enough
tree,
right
possibly.
now. Yeah,
Uh,
it's warm enough. They
top
could
of my
probably survive.
backyard.
Came from under the banana tree.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. What if I just brought an iguana and just threw him in your tree?
He'd be happy, man.
He would.
He can live
I was
there.
gonna say
What if he's
that.
like? What if he's like running away from home, trying to sniff out the tropical spots, and like he comes
That's
to
what
your
I'm
house?
saying. He can totally live there.
Dude.
I mean,
he was
you
like,
know,
he was like pretty big.
I'm fine. I love iguanas.
I was like sort of shocked, obviously, when I saw an iguana run across the street, and I like slammed on my brakes.
is not indigenous. Ah.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, is there an invasion? Like an iguana invasion? Well, they call them bamboo chickens or whatever because I like eat them.
Bamboo chicken.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, food source, whatever.
Hey, man. Bamboo's next.
Yeah, I want some bamboo. That'd be cool.
Bamboo's a hell of a weed. Don't just plant it.
Because he just goes nuts.
It goes crazy. Yeah, my uncle has a bamboo forest. And he just he's like, it's crazy.
I bet.
So it's just sort of sectioned off in his yard and he has to kick over all the time.
I've seen
Um,
a few places around here that have like wild patches of it. I'm like, damn, like it almost seems unmanageable.
Oh, it is. I mean, to a point, it grows so fast. But cool thing about bamboo is it's like hemp. It's 100% renewable, and it doesn't deplete the soil.
Just goes through.
And and so like, I would love to have a bamboo farm and just make like toilet paper.
That'd be sweet.
Pretty much.
Sandals, sunglasses. We make anything out of like my sunglasses in there are bamboo, and they float.
Yeah.
So like if you drop them in water, they're good.
But it'll grow a foot a day.
We have bamboo straws.
Insane. We do have bamboo straws.
We have bamboo
Yeah,
straws.
bamboo straws too. Yeah.
We got some coconut bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called, what is it? Rainforest bowls?
Yeah.
We bought a bunch of like their coconut shells, like different sizes.
They're neat though.
Oh, that's super cool.
They're sweet. They have like silverware and everything too. It's made out of bamboo.
Oh, nice. See, bamboo's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hemp's very much the same way. You can do anything with it.
Incredibly industrious.
Yeah. So hemp's the indigenous bit.
Yeah.
It grows well here.
Mm-hmm.
Making a comeback.
I feel like hemp grows well in like a lot of different places in different ways. Southeast Asia, like it.
No, I mean it's that kind of plant.
Right.
It's supposed to be on the earth.
Exactly. Yeah, it's supposed to be there.
Everywhere. Yeah. And so like I think bamboo never exited China hard because they closed the country for hundreds of years. And then like it'll start sort of popping up all over the place because most people don't know that it's basically a weed.
Right.
And if you get your little lucky bamboo and plant it, you're going to have a forest very quickly.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's
That's interesting because I feel like everyone that gets like a lucky bamboo plant like kills it. Where like if you planted it outside, it would just thrive.
Yeah, I used to have one, and I kept it alive for a long time, but I wasn't able to plant it outside. Mm-hmm. And then like I wasn't able to transfer. I didn't transfer it because I didn't have a spot to put it, and it died. And I'm pissed because I want it back because I want to put it in a pot and make it big.
Make it big,
and then, put it where the Throdex can go. And
Sweet.
I have these pots that are gonna have bamboo in them. They're gonna be huge.
That's awesome.
Like it's gonna be like Mortal Kombat out there. It's gonna be sweet. Right?
Torches and shit.
Training jungle.
Pretty much. That's what I'm doing.
I love that actually.
Fantasyland.
Get some torches.
You could do again, we talked about like the scroll invite and like the
that's gonna happen.
the
Dude,
kumite.
I've actually thought about our rule set.
The kumite.
We have like multiple rule sets going on, but our grappling rule set, have a striking rule set, and how we're gonna have like how we would work super matches. Like, it's all building in the brain. It's gonna happen.
That'd be cool to do like hybrid stuff and almost like combat jiu-jitsu or like karate combat or something, like do a combo or like get two dudes, two taekwondo dudes to go at it old school style and like be like, this is what it is, like kind of bring back a little resurgence of the sport.
I'll restart Pro TKD from my retirement.
That'll be on your guys' Patreon.
Yes, that is on the Patreon. It's been a good few weeks for figuring out what's on the Patreon, by the way.
Yeah.
We have lots of ideas.
I mean,
you gotta write them all down.
It's sort of just like shotgun, filter it out.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Record it for memory.
Perfect.
So we get a lot of good shotgun ideas from people.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
That's awesome.
I like that idea. Well, I like just people's ideas because like they're dictating what they want. Like,
Yeah,
telling us.
telling you what you want. Like, here's what I think of when I listen to you.
This is what I would want. Like, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll give you that.
That's
Some like underground tournament videos.
In today's day and age, that'd be dope.
Put it on VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That'd be freaking cool. Like, talk about a way to keep it analog, man.
Oh god.
For real. Call it that, the analog jiu-jitsu tournament.
Oh, see? Such good ideas.
So like now that I don't want to like make it too analog because we need to record it a little bit. So
I mean, you can record on.
But we do it on 8mm film.
Oh no!
And then you hide it in like a book binding, so it just looks like you like handed someone a book with a VHS stuck in there, like those creepy books I have in there.
And then it says "burn after reading."
Yeah. Smash when you're done.
Super dramatic about it. Like
hit with a baseball bat once. Accomplished.
Done.
Oh man.
Yeah. There's so many different things popping up anymore. Like I watched a video of like they made a rectangular boxing ring and they had 5-on-5 grappling.
Oh my god.
Or MMA or something like something ridiculous. I think it was called like Thermopylae or something because they were trying to go after like the Trojans were in the small choke point. And I'm like, holy shit. And you're just making 5 dudes kick the shit out of each other in a rope.
I was just talking about this at the gym the other day. I was like, wouldn't that be funny if we just like full like Trojan style?
They do that.
be funny who lived and who died.
Heavyweights.
It'd be like 2 people left. Like, why am I still
It's going to be the
alive?
flyweight versus the heavyweight at the end or some shit. And then you just get
Well, that's why I was saying, like, you could do a tournament that style where it's just, like, group fighting, and then, like, you just, like, if you lose, you're out, and then you fight the next person who won the other one. So then, like, you would just eventually end up, like...
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. It'd be a tournament, but, like, real fast. It's just done now.
It's just done now. Well, there's...
It would take, like, 10 minutes to, like, figure it out.
Then there's the other... So I believe it's Russian or something like
Yeah,
that. So
that one. Yeah,
there's the other Russian one that, like, is a way bigger space, and they just run at each other. Like, and then it's going to be 2-on-1, 3-on-1, like... Just sheer insanity.
People are a little too desperate for war in that.
Right. Well, then there's places out in Las Vegas that you have sim guns, and then you run out of ammo, you can fucking fight. Like,
have you ever seen Best of the Best 2?
2? No, I've seen the first one. I didn't know there's a 2.
I own 2. Oh, there's 4 actually.
Holy.
I've got 3 of them.
God.
Is
Tommy's not.
okay.
Yeah, but
What's
in
what
2,
happens first?
they go to the Coliseum in Vegas, and Wayne Newton is the announcer, and it's fucking awesome.
Eric Roberts, right?
Yeah, Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts is in 2. All your favorite people from 1 are in 2. Even Chris Penn or Sean Penn. Chris Penn. Yeah, but I don't want to tell you what happens. But okay, so like it ends up they're at this fight to the death Coliseum, secret fighting in Vegas.
Perfect.
And this is where it goes to.
Naturally.
It's so good. Oh man, if that shit's real now, like I at least want to go watch it.
Yeah,
go
where can I
fight
get
it.
tickets?
I'll go fight in it. It's fine.
Yeah.
If Wayne Newton's announcing, I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, a lot of sports aren't going to happen, and the UFC is figuring out things a little bit with Fight Island.
UFC and tennis.
And tennis.
Have risen to the top.
So interesting.
Tennis has like revamped itself.
Yeah.
It's like we're multicultural now, and we run it differently. Have you seen the commercial for like the tennis commercial yet?
No.
For like the USTA or whatever. Like, yeah, it's super dramatic.
Oh my god.
Oh,
listen, it's fine. You gotta work with what you got.
Hey man, I'm happy. Like, it's cool. Tennis is fun. I like the footwork.
I like tennis more than I like baseball there, you know.
Agreed. At least it's got a little more action.
Yeah.
More fun to play. Like, I'm not into waiting sports. It's like, I like basketball because at least you like run back and forth the whole time.
Football in between plays and
Where
shit.
like,
Yeah.
you just stop. Or like baseball where you like literally just sit there in the outfield, but can anyone hit the ball as far?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I played softball for 1 year of my life, and I was a right fielder, so you just do nothing. I just never did anything.
Yeah, I did Little League
Stood
once,
there.
and I played a bunch of different positions, but like, yeah, outfield was so boring.
Yeah, you just stand there.
You're like,
Oh yeah, they put the worst kids out there. So it's just like once I found that out, I was like, "Fuck baseball, I'm out."
Yeah.
yeah, like I was out
That's
there.
why I was out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at sports ball.
Me too. That's why I was out there. But like, I got a chance to play like first base once. That was fun. I was a catcher once, and I sucked. I could pitch. Believe it or not, I can pitch.
I could, yeah.
I could do that.
I could.
Yeah.
I could play. I liked playing all the infield. Like first, I didn't like second, like or shortstop. But first, third, catcher.
Yeah,
I
third's
could
cool.
pitch too.
Yeah.
Other than that, fuck the rest of it. Hitting
Yeah.
was cool. Like batting was cool.
I
Obviously.
couldn't hit for shit. That's so funny. Like, I just can't see.
I just always got hit in the head by the ball.
That's what the hell.
So many times.
Oh, that sucks.
I just always got hit in the head. Like, I don't know why.
However,
In
I
every
just watched
sport.
a video of like a pitcher intentionally hitting a batter, and like he rushed the mound, and like their fighting was hysterical. Like, like the fighting was the funniest shit. That's why I love seeing fights in like sports where they don't fight. Like it's fucking funny.
Where fighting is considered bad or no one can fight.
Unless it's hockey and they're just like,
Well, hockey's a perfect sport because fighting's okay.
yeah,
And it has
That's why
like
I
a
love
simple scoring system and cool gear and a cool place to play.
right.
Yeah, you're fighting on ice.
People have swords in their feet.
Yeah, they
but
can
you
kick
can't
you in
use
the
those
neck.
swords.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. That's
Yeah.
just like an unspoken rule. Unless
Yeah.
it's on accident, and then
So-
it's just...
Well, then you look at figure skating, and they have like injuries and insane injuries because of like,
Just the shit gets cut
yeah,
off.
fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
thought about shit like that. Like,
But
you
Or
could
like
bleed out. Like,
the partner ones where like the girl's thing will get stuck in the guy's like leg on a twirl or something like
Yeah,
that when
there's-
he's like lifting her or whatever.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, comes back
Or just-
down,
or
cuts his
even-
fucking arm off.
Or even just like tossed up and landing on ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much does that shit hurt?
That
You're
has to
basically
hurt.
naked.
on a
That
fucking-
one show
on a-
we watched,
on a
like,
blade, like,
Yeah.
like all those girls were like traumatized because they like
Yeah.
had gotten like concussions, near death, and like from hitting their head and bleeding out on the ice and shit. And
my brake falls real bad.
I mean, but like even then, like you fall on ice, you do your brake fall, you slide, and you get that. There's a special kind of bruise you get when you slide on shit. Oh, it hurts so bad. They're tough, man. There's some tough units. And you're cold the whole time.
And you're cold.
Oh yeah. That's gross.
Yeah, that's something like an injury I wouldn't have never even really thought about. I guess like I guess you are twirling swords on someone's feet around, so it makes sense.
Yeah, they're sharp.
Yeah.
All sports come with their own set of injuries.
They do.
They're interesting. Yeah.
Even considering snapped ankles, snapped whatever.
Ankles alone, man. Boy.
But again, footwork and like the ball work and chakra work, whatever you want to call it, like saved my ass because
it's healing up good, man. Yeah.
Like
it's feeling better.
Just overall, it feels fine. Really, it's just slightly inflamed and there's like a little residual pain, but it's fine. I'm having to spring back in my step and stuff. So
I have a nice breakdown of like new school healing rules.
Yeah.
Because rice is no longer a thing.
Yes.
The guy who invented rice has actually come out against it.
Yeah, he retracted it.
He retracted it completely. And someone we follow on Instagram, wasn't the fight dietitian? Maybe it was. But they put up a thing that was like a really cool breakdown of treating injuries. Mm-hmm. I have to find it again. I think I saved it. I maybe take a picture of it.
Put it up on like a story or something.
Yeah, I want to like look it up.
I don't know, like I've been letting myself intuitively heal more than like rice or something. I'm like, the heat feels better, elevation feels good. Like,
because it gets things circulating.
Yes, exactly. And then like I did some of the band stuff in the cars, like just motion and blood flows.
Mobility and blood flow. Yeah.
Blood flow is healing. So
yep. It's good, yeah.
You told me that, and I'm like, that makes sense. And then blood flow is healing, and it's true.
And you're like, holy shit, it works. Yeah.
But now I just like to see how quickly I heal, because I used to not rehab. I used to do the terrible shit, and it took forever. So like now I'm like, oh shit, a week, I'm great, cool.
Yeah. Really, if you just took a week off.
Yeah, just mind your fucking shit and listen to your body, you're good.
Yeah, just watch tape.
Don't be a stubborn motherfucker. Yeah, there's ways to be in it and not be in it.
Yeah, like, I mean, even just sit and watch class.
Yep.
As a young man, I was famous for that. Because I would rip something off, but I would never leave. I would just be like, and I was coming and sit and watch class, something popped up, I'd be coaching. I'd be like, why are you here? Like, because it's training.
Nothing else to do.
I'm training. What else am I going to do?
My mental training.
I've spent plenty of days just sitting on the side watching people do stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's the life.
I fucked myself up and I'm there the next day.
Yeah,
what the fuck else am I going to do? Sit on the couch and feel like shit?
Yeah.
Like, go to the gym and feel like shit.
I'm gonna at least know what they learned so that if they use it against me, I know where it came from.
I'll at least be in on the conversation.
Always be ready. Protect yourself.
I got to hit to the clients.
Oh, yeah, so we're about finished.
Yeah, it's about time.
All right, well.
Cool. Good week. Breath work. Do your
connection.
Shit. Do your rehab. Do your...
Find your way in. It all leads to the same place.
Yeah. Like, don't let people judge you and, like...
Don't judge other people.
Don't judge other people and then don't let other people's projections or whatever, like, steer you away from what feels good to you, I guess, you know?
Yeah, for real. Just, have a good bullshit filter.
Yeah. And do you. Like, just do what you got to do.
For sure.
Find your truths.
You got any final words? Or you just like,
No, I like all your guys' words. I second that.
Okay, cool.
The mics know it all.
Sure. Yeah.
See some, I don't know.
Maybe.
All right, y'all. Have a great week. Keep your coffee regular.
Peace in, everybody.